TikTok. Listen, I normally am not an emotional person when it comes to social media. But listen, I really had a lot riding on my move to start over in Georgia. Like, I beat drug addiction. I beat homelessness. I beat it all, you know what I'm saying? So I moved to Georgia for a second chance at life. And listen, I don't usually do this thirst trap type stuff. But listen, my feelings is so hurt. My feelings is so hurt. My feelings is so hurt. I had a good job. Listen, I worked at the Georgia Aquarium. Listen, I went in, and I'm like, I'm doing my job, y'all. Listen, first of all, a little narrative. I'm 50 years old, so like, I'm like the second oldest team member in the place. So I went to this job, I gave it my all, I fixed my life, and I'm like, God, I'm on top now. Listen, they walked me out of there today, and let me tell you why they did. 30 days ago, they put me on a planned treatment, like, you got 30 days to fix this, fix that. Listen, my grandbaby had died in the last month. My brother-in-law got killed. My mother had 2 heart surgeries. So, yeah, I took some time to see about my people. Yeah, I did. And I would do what anyone else would do. I lost my grandbaby. So, yeah, I went back and forth to North Carolina to check on my son and his significant other. So, yeah, I did what life does. You know. So when they gave me this plan of correction, right, they say you got to fix your attendance. You got to fix a couple other things. So me, I'm a person of accountability. If you tell me to fix it, I'm going to fix it because I love my job. Like I had even had a on the way home ministry, like where I talk to people about God on my way home every day from this place that I love. And for them to walk me out today like I was a common criminal, I was so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed even to make this. Because I tried to fix my life. I cleaned up 9 years of addiction, homelessness, fixed my life. For somebody to walk me out and tell me that I'm not culturally fit, or I'm arrogant, or I'm prideful, and I don't fit in. So that's why you let me go. I'm so freaking hurt, and I'm so embarrassed, and I feel so discriminated against. I'm a disabled veteran, so I make good money, but I just love that job because I felt like I could be an asset to this organization, you know? And they walked me out today like I'm somebody's mama, I'm somebody's grandma. They walked me out like I was nobody today. And then to leave me on like I was doing such a good, my first line supervisor, Danielle, and she continued to tell me, you're doing good, Ty. You're improving. I don't see any reasons for this. And for them to sit me at a desk today and lock me out of my emails and then call me to the office and tell me, oh, first of all, Friday they told me, well, you're doing better, but you don't answer the radio enough. Okay, that's an easy fix. Nobody answers the radio every time somebody calls, especially if you're with a guest. You stress guest important. So listen, I'm going to do all I can to make the guest experience what you say, make it magical. I do. And then I miss a radio call, and now all of a sudden I'm not qualified, or you say I disappear. Every time I went on a break, I had coverage for my position, and I let my teammate, if not somebody know. For them to walk me out and tell me that I was culturally unavailable, I didn't fit, because number one, there's 10 positions that match mine in the aquarium. Is so big, you need 10 supervisors on the floor in one department. So I'm the oldest one. I'm like the oldest one. So they say I don't fit in because listen, my teammates, they go drunk bowling, they go do stuff like that. Listen, I'm 50 years old. I ain't got time to go out with nobody kids, no drunk bowling and birthday parties. When you sit and listen to kids my kids' age talk about this and talk about that, cursing and stuff like I'm not even in the room. First of all, they tell me I gotta get respect from these kids to get it. No, you need to respect me for my age, if nothing else. If I'm a horrible person, if I'm a horrible lead, you respect my age because I got shoes older than some of them kids. And for them to tell me I don't fit in, no, I didn't want to fit in. I just want to go to work and do my job. That's all I wanted to do. And then they walked me out of this place today like I was a common criminal. Deactivated my badge and everything. So I'm like, what? I don't deserve this. Run out the door to get me. But all the leads, everybody know because everybody moving different today. Everybody moving different. Everybody looking at me strange. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, y'all violated my rights because you told everybody that I was getting fired because everybody knew. You know when you come in the room and you can read it and the room changed from red to green. You know how that go. I'm not stupid. I'm older. I know. I can see things. And they want to tell me you're not professional enough. You don't enforce the rule. You hired me to enforce the rules. So when I tell the kid, my team member, you're coming back late for lunch. You know, be on time, be considerate. And then when I do that, it's a problem because the kids go back whining. When I tell you they microscopically wrote down everything I did, from having a left shoe backwards, from having a shoestring untied, anything that I see on a normal, they documented it on me and wrote it down and made me sign it. So I whatever they did, I still corrected it, y'all. I went in there with my best foot forward. They set me up. I'm so discriminated against. I'm so hurt. The Georgia Aquarium is not what it cracked up to be. And I ain't bitter. I'm hurt. I'm hurt because, number one, they let them kids run around there and talk about me and say I wasn't this and say what instead of just getting to know me like you say you was supposed to get to know everybody. Y'all ain't even had like, Ty, what do you like? They call me, what you weak at? What you need? I'm telling you what I need. I just need to know that first of all, I go to work every day stressed out, scared to move, scared to press a button, scared to do this because anything I did was wrote down. I mean, I had the fish looking at me, y'all. The darn beluga whales are watching me, reporting. That's how I felt. I felt Nemo was in there looking at me. And I ain't making light of my situation, but that's how I felt. I felt so stressed walking in that place every day because I'm scared I'm going to do something wrong. I need my job. I just got me a little house. And I just didn't consider it. I got a lot of things them kids ain't got. I got responsibilities. And them people walked me out of there today like I was a common criminal and gonna tell me I didn't culturally fit in. That is discrimination at its finest. And I don't usually do this, but I just want y'all to know I'm hurt. Life is cruel. But the saving grace about it is God is a good God. And when he closed one door, I know God gonna open another one for me. I'm hurt because I can get another job. But it's just the deceit and the unprofessionalism and the discrimination because I tried my hardest. I would get a shirt off my back to every one of them kids, every one of them people in there. And they forgot the fact that I'm God. It ain't who I am, it's whose I am. And I don't want anything malicious, no malicious ill will intent coming up here or nothing. But I just want everybody at that aquarium to know that y'all unjustly fired me. Y'all sat and smiled in my face, from Elani to Trinity to Quay to Legend to Destiny to all of them. The only real one in that aquarium to me is Dre. Because Dre didn't have nothing to do with none of that mess. Everybody act funny. Cameron, that's my butt. Cameron would tell me. Cameron and Josh and T, they were the only real people in there with me, and a few other ones, but them people fired me for nothing. So yeah, I'm hurt and I'm embarrassed. I'm even embarrassed to make this, but I just want people to know that Georgia Aquarium did me wrong. They did me wrong. I didn't go in there with a big mouth, this, that, and that. I went there and did my job. I did my 8, and I hit the gate, and they walked me out like I was nobody. Set me up. They could have gave me a warning. They gave me a 30-day plan to get right. I got it right, and it's still, everything I did was never enough. Never. And they let me go and ask me questions. How you going to pay your bills? How you going to do this? Them people just walk me out. You see, even in my sadness, they just go and drive into a building. But I know God got a bigger plan. I just appreciate y'all time, but I just want everybody to share this so Georgia Aquarium can know they did me wrong.
My job cut my position today. My job cut my position today. My job cut my position today. My mother is in a skilled nursing facility, about to get kicked out. I'm trying to find resources. I am trying to find facilities to take her. I am trying to do everything I can to help my mama right now with not enough resources. And my job cut my position today.
So I lost my job today. Very unexpectedly, I logged on to work this morning after being off for a week and out of town with my daughter for a dance competition. Totally expecting that meeting to be kind of a catch-up session with my boss. And this lady hops on that I don't recognize. Now, we just hired somebody, and I believe today's her first day. And so I naively, for a moment, thought, this must be the new girl, because she was going to be part of our team and report to the same manager as me. So I thought, maybe this is a formal introduction or, what have you. And lo and behold, the new person that was on the call was actually HR. My boss was a little late to the call, and when she hopped on, she was visibly disturbed. I could tell she was really uncomfortable, and I immediately said, "What's up?" And she rattled off a few things in probably under 30 seconds and then hopped off the call and let HR take the rest. Now, I've been in leadership in the past. I've been a boss. I know the deal. So I'm not totally surprised by how the call went. What I'm super surprised about is their reasoning for letting me go. So supposedly my performance hasn't been up to par. But interestingly enough, I had an annual review 2 months ago, and despite not getting a very big raise, I did get a very good review. Matter of fact, my boss rated me higher in every single category than I rated myself. That was just 2 months ago. So I'm super confused. I got most of my crying out earlier, but it might happen again on this video. I'm really just here to vent because I'm frustrated and I'm scared. The job market is terrible. I have about $6,000 in monthly expenses, and they only gave me 1 month severance. I have things I can do to fall back. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to really, besides vent, talk about looking at the brighter side. Today's July 15th, 2024, and I stumbled across digital and affiliate marketing a year ago, almost a year to the day. And I didn't do anything with it for several months. And then when I did start doing things with it, I was really struggling with balancing my day job, my teaching job, and then also trying to get a business started. So maybe this is the doorway that will allow me to really focus on my business. I have 2 businesses, actually. The first niche is the wealth niche, which is sharing my story, sharing my journey, and providing people references and links to the products that I purchased and used to develop my business. The other is my actual business, which is related to dance. And I've been in the idea phase for a lot longer than I initially intended. And that's just, I think a lot of that has to do with fear. It means so much to me. And the thought of failing is really scary. But now the thought of being homeless is really scary. I'm a single parent with 2 kids, and $6,000 a month in expenses is a lot of money, especially when I only have 1 month severance. And, you know, the job market right now is terrible. When I got this job, it took 2.5 months, that process. So I'm trying to give myself today to feel all of my feelings and all of that stuff, but that time crunch is no joke. So I guess this is yet another restart post for me to get back into focusing on my business, because I am going to need not just another source of income, but a source of income. And I think before I took it for granted that, you know, well, I have a job and I can take my time, and now I don't have that. So yeah, that's that. If anybody else is in this boat, I sympathize with you, and it sucks. And I hope that everything works out for you, whatever that looks like. But I guess I need to hit the pavement and start really focusing on my business. Of course, I'm going to be looking for another job as well in the meantime, because you can never have too many eggs in the basket. But I got to get started. So this is day 1 of being unemployed and trying to forge forward. So if you have any suggestions, anything that may have helped you, whether it's getting a new job in the market, or if it's, you know, if it was a situation like this, I know there's a few people that I follow that this exact thing happened to them and they were successful as a result, and I hope that's me. But if you have any suggestions or advice to give or any kind words, I am totally open to those. Have a great day.
I gotta tell y'all something. Yesterday I lost my job. Zoom in. Dang, I don't know how to zoom in. It's so crazy because I'm a very emotional person, but for some reason when I got the news, I was very like calm, no real emotional reaction. I felt grateful for the opportunity, but I also was just ready to move and like see what else that life had to offer me. And it's so crazy because yesterday, I was fired yesterday. I had this very long talk with God, and I said, please help me grow. Please just help me stop shrinking myself when I'm in rooms. Help me to fully articulate myself and not care what anybody thinks about what I'm saying, even if they think it sounds crazy or delusional. Like, God, please just help me to truly live within like my creative aspiration. Like, truly help me, like show me the path, show me how to get there. Y'all, when I tell you I get off at 5:30 and around 4:30 a meeting popped up on my calendar from a higher up in my company, and I'm like, oh, it's cool. Then my intuition was like, no, it's not cool. Like, the things that I've always aspired to do in life, it's just creative things in every sense of the word. So acting, writing poetry, being an influencer, just all these things that I always considered side hustles or pipe dreams. And I think the reason why I felt this way is because, like, when you come from certain families, I kind of feel like you gotta keep up, but that's another story for another day. And I just don't want to live that way anymore, because although this job and other jobs that I've had may have sounded good to my family and to society and the people around me, I have always felt like this deep, empty, unfulfilling feeling from being in these jobs. More than anything, I just feel so free, and I feel like this is an opportunity for me to show myself, to show God, to show the world the things that I really want to do, and to not care about people's response to it, because the emptiness that I have felt so long with every job I've ever had, I never want to feel that way again. Like, I don't want to live my life in misery just because I'm pleasing the world, or ooh, I'm working this kind of job and I'm making this money. I don't care about that anymore. I mean, hold on. Of course I want to make money. But I just really want to be intentional with how I spend my time, and I don't just want to tie that to a paycheck. I feel like I'm rambling, but your girl is unemployed. But not for long, because what Carisha say? I don't work jobs, I am a job. Yeah.
I just got laid off about an hour ago. I cried for a while, and I think the hardest part about it is I loved my job, I cared so much, but like knowing that you put your full effort towards something and then feeling like they decided it wasn't enough or it wasn't worth enough. Like right now I feel just very like not even undervalued, because I clearly am not valued, but like that all of my effort wasn't good enough, or it wasn't important, or it wasn't relevant. I got laid off today, and it's just, I don't know, and LA is burning and their fires are everywhere, and I got laid off and I don't have a job. So like in perspective, it's not that big of a deal. There's other jobs, but it goes so much deeper than not having a job. So yeah, I don't know. I'm jobless.
Well, second time in a year, almost a year to the day, I got laid off again. Twice in a year. And what the fuck? What is anyone supposed to do? And they said, because of the economy is crap right now. So, we're gonna lay off a whole bunch of people again. And I already was struggling so hard, actually low-key, to even keep the current roof over my head. And now I have no idea how I'm even going to get through the next few hours. I just don't understand. But yeah, the economy is shit. America is shit right now. I feel like there's a really big plan for them to, tank this so that we have to rely on other things, other people. It's fucking shit. And I'm quite frankly tired of it. I'm tired of my livelihood being in other people's hands. And I have no idea how to fix that, but I'm going to, because this is just wild. And I'm fucking angry more than I am hurt or sad. I'm scared. I have no idea where any of my bills are gonna come from, or the money. I'm more angry than anything because I just cannot even believe I used to be able to get a job like the week later if I got laid off. So I have no idea what's gonna happen, and I was really hoping at one point I would make money on TikTok, and I still only have 1,500 followers or whatever. So, if you could just blow this up and let's get 10,000 followers plus whatever. Because I might be homeless in a week or two if I can't figure it out. So, yeah. I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday. A way better Tuesday than me. And if you have any tips, tricks, or whatever to help right now and get me through this, greatly appreciated. Yeah.
I just got let go from my job as part of organizational shifts and return to office. As you guys know, I have been a remote employee for the past 5 years, really since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm crying not because I'm sad that I got let go. Obviously, the instability of losing an income always sucks. What sucks most about being let go is somebody taking control out of your hands. I always preach internally and here at home that we have got to be the people in the driving seat of our futures, of our careers. And when a company takes that control out of your hands, it sucks, because all of a sudden the plan that you had, the roadmap that you were on board for, is gone. Now you've got to start over. And this is why you've always got to have a plan B, a plan C, and most importantly, an emergency fund. I am incredibly upset and frustrated. There have been several shifts in the company in this last couple of months that I just knew the writing was on the wall, and I knew my time was coming. But the fact that we have an emergency fund, because ultimately that is what matters at the end of the day, is that we have money to pay our mortgage, to pay for our daycare. We have that as a fallback, and I can take time, maybe a week, to just collect my thoughts and put together a strategy for job hunting. Always be prepared for the unexpected, because ultimately companies will always put themselves first. And as much as you want to believe that you're part of the family, you like the people you work with, it's a business transaction. It's a business contract, and you've got to handle it as such. But please know that you are more than your job. You are more than what you do. Have a plan, have an emergency fund. Do not spend more than you need to. Live below your means. We are in strange times. That isn't beside me losing the job, just general messaging. Protect yourselves, treat yourself as a business, and always be looking for better opportunities, because companies would do the same, and they are.
I just lost my job literally 30 minutes ago, and I haven't even fully processed it yet. And I took a shower because I didn't know what to do with myself. I haven't told anyone. I haven't told my husband. I haven't told my mom, who's here with the baby. I'm literally just trying not to panic. But I feel like I have to make this video, even though I don't want to make this video. I feel very, I guess, embarrassed. But this is real life, and honestly, right now, I'm just not even sure, like, what to do, because next month, we're gonna have no income coming in at all. I used to work literally 40 hours with these two jobs combined, and I'm going down to 5 hours a week. I know we're gonna be fine, but it's hard not to panic. So, my TikTok family, my moms that I love so much, I know you guys are very supportive, and so I figure, why not just share what's going on? And if you want to support in any way, literally, I don't ask for anything at all. Just share this video or comment on your favorite video that's on my channel, and I'm gonna update my affiliate links on my Pink and Lio. I'm gonna put in parentheses which ones are affiliate if you want to support in that way. Honestly, I hate making this video. I do. I don't know why every part of me is so uncomfortable with it, but here I am. Here's the truth. And if there's any chance that I can help grow this platform to hopefully make any kind of money from it, it would be great. I love making content, and I love this platform. But, you know, hopefully I can also find a job. Anyway, that's it. I don't know what else to say. I will keep you guys updated. I know we'll be okay. I know it. It's just so hard to process all of this at once. Bye.